Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Doing Destiny again, of course. Yeah, so sorry I haven't been uploading anything the last 2-3 weeks. I've been pretty busy with homework and assignments. Homework's fun, it's programming. Assignments not so fun. It's about privacy policies and code of ethics, pretty dull and boring. But the programming's fun. Learning C#, Java, and SQL, Structured Query Language for databases. So having a lot of fun with that. Also teaching myself C++ for Unreal Engine 4. Having a play around with that seems pretty powerful, and the payment plan is awesome. But anyway, building games. I've been working with Tribus, my company here, making One Ship Army, which is our rebranding of the first game we did and published, Humanity's War. So redoing all the graphics, we're fixing all the bugs, adding in a whole lot of new content, a couple new weapons, lots of new enemies to fight, a couple of bosses. So it should be really good. Here we go, Blind Watch, Meridian Bay, Mars. If you guys have an Xbox, you probably would have noticed on the dashboard the big ad, #HuntTheTruth, the ad for Halo 5 Guardians.
Engage and execute all targets.
Okay, don't need to be angry about it. So I reckon the marketing campaign so far for Halo 5 has been brilliant. What the? Yes, that's how it's done.
You're in the lead.
That's how you do it. Awesome. Oh, someone coming. Hello, hello. Knock, knock. Who's there?
Lost the lead.
Got him. Oh. Yeah, they ganged up on me. Clever. So yeah, the Halo 5 marketing campaign's going amazingly. I reckon it's just as good as the Destiny marketing campaign. Just all these clever hashtags and things, just really, really brilliant. And it suits the community, which is really important. But unfortunately, guys, I'm not going to be playing Halo 5 and doing recordings of that because I don't have the money for an Xbox One. I don't have an Xbox One. I have a 360. Okay, I tried to do a blink teleport and I had no stamina, so I failed. Yeah, and the reason I've got no money for an Xbox One is because I'm saving up for a snowboarding trip in the July holidays. So I'm pretty excited about that. I'm gonna get a chance to... Oh. I'm gonna get a chance to die right now. I'm gonna get a chance to use my action camera for the first time, like properly recording, having it attached to something. Whereas in the Christmas holidays I gave it a test run while I was camping. It didn't seem to have a really long battery life, pretty short battery life actually. But I gave it a good run. Thanks guys. I gave it a good test. The microphone seems to be pretty poor quality, particularly when it's in its case. You can't really hear anything. But when you're snowboarding, doing action sports, you don't need a good microphone.
Heavy ammo available.
So that's not going to be a problem. But I was also planning on using the action camera to record some of my medieval reenactment, which I've been getting into. Having a lot of fun with it. Particularly a week ago on Saturday, there was a training session. Uppsala Medieval Reenactment Society had a training session. Got him. Training session at Beauchamp Park in Chatswood, and me and my brother went to that, and they weren't really expecting us, because we'd been conversing with someone called Dave, the Herald of Uppsala, by email, and he forgot to tell the guys who did turn up, of which there was only 6 or 7, and apparently there's normally 20 or 30. So they didn't have any practice equipment for us, so we used real equipment, the metal swords and helmet and gauntlets, which is awesome. But it was very, very tiring after a very short period, because it uses muscles that you don't expect to use, or that you never really use. So they would have had a training session on the Easter weekend, except they're all in the Southern Highlands doing a large combat reenactment thing with a whole bunch of other medieval societies. Wow, that was confusing. With a bunch of other medieval reenactment societies doing all these combat competitions, large-scale combat competitions, which should be a lot of fun, but neither me nor my brother were there, simply because we don't have the training, and it could be a little bit risky for other people and us, because we don't have the training. We don't really know what we're doing. So that was a little disappointing for them to say nah, but it makes sense for safety reasons. So next weekend I'm going to take my action camera or my phone and do some video recording of me and my brother doing training with them at Beauchamp Park, which is awesome. Tons of fun. Also, with the reenactment, there is a guy at Uppsala that the 6 people who were there talked about, who is making his own armor, and they've commented that it's not quite all that good, but he is trying. And I thought, that's blacksmithing.
Heavy ammo inbound.
So he's actually blacksmithing, and I was a little bit confused about this, because I thought it was sort of a dead art or a dead profession. Ever since I was 3, I was like, I want to be a blacksmith when I grow up. But over time, I sort of assumed, without really knowing why, that it was kind of like a dumb dream. It was unrealistic, because that's never going to happen. It's a dead profession. And after doing some internet research, it's definitely not. It's most definitely not a dead profession. There are plenty of people making a living out of it, and quite a few people just doing it as a hobby, and they've got YouTube channels, huge YouTube
Your light
channels,
is stronger than this, Guardian. Show
doing
them.
blacksmithing and farriery work is pretty similar, apparently. And there's even a TAFE course at Western Sydney Institute for blacksmithing, and another one for farriering. Not sure what the word is, but basically shoeing horses, essentially, is what it is. I think it includes making saddles and bridles and stuff, but anyway,
Fighting as
so
one
I've been getting
is the only way
pretty
to
excited
claim
about,
victory.
oh my goodness, absolutely wrecked, Tyrannosaurus Rex. So I've been getting super excited about blacksmithing and wanting to get involved with that and start up my own forge and everything. So I did a whole lot of research, watching YouTube video tutorials, all sorts of things, figuring out how I can set it up for myself. And you need 3 things. You need an anvil, or something that you're hitting, something that the metal you're trying to shape is sitting on, a hard surface, with a couple of different variations of angles and things so you can shape it better. You need a hammer, or something that you hold in your hand that you're hitting the metal with, and then a forge, or something to heat the metal so that you can manipulate it easily by hand. And the most common type of forge of, you know, people with no money like me, just starting up for themselves, is a brake drum forge. And a brake drum is something from a car or a truck. I think it holds the brake pad or something like that. But in any case, you just use that as the fire pot or the fire pit to put the coals in. You also need some sort of a ventilation thing with pipes coming out the bottom so that you can blow air in through an automated system, like a hairdryer is quite commonly used in these cheap brake drum forges. That's what a lot of people tend to use. Just, hey, you use a hairdryer or a bathroom fan, something cheap. So all up, the parts are generally around $50 for a brake drum forge, and the brake drum itself is free. Generally, you go to a scrapyard or a auto place and just get it for free. So I went down to Jack's Tire and Auto Service this afternoon, thinking that they were open because their website said so, in the rain, and they were closed. So I was a bit bummed by that, and I went, oh well, at least the post office is right next door and I can go in there and pick up my headphones that I was not at home to collect when they delivered it. And they were closed as well, which I was quite confused by, because they also said on their website that they would be open on Easter Monday. But anyway, I'm super excited by blacksmithing and medieval reenactment and snowboarding, as you can probably tell. And so far, having a pretty good start to the holidays. Hope you guys are having a good start as well. Happy Easter and all that. And I need to get Thorn. So close. This is the last stage. I just need to defeat Zior the Unwed, and then I get Thorn. So I organised with my friend Max Rubato, as you may know him. His gamer tag is Rubato, and we're going to try and beat Zior tonight. And hopefully, with any luck, we can kill him without killing Fogoth. Because if you kill Fogoth, it ends the summoning pits and Zior disappears. So good luck to us. We're going to try and get it. And I'm going to record that session, upload it, whether we beat Zior or not. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for sticking around watching my channel for my next video, even though I've been gone for so long. And like, comment, subscribe, invite your friends, and I'll see you all in my next video.